All right, guys, let's get started.
All right, everyone. I'm so glad to see you guys come here tonight. We have a very special guest speaker, Mrs. Jackson, who's actually going to talk tonight about a kind of a growing epidemic of a lack of attention and focus in people, in the culture even, in this day and age. So we're going to have her come up and speak. But before she does, I should probably explain the usual room in which we meet in is being fumigated for bed bugs, surprisingly enough, even though there are absolutely no beds in there. So they put us in here tonight. They are setting up for an event tomorrow, so let's just try to ignore them, all right, guys? All right, cool. So without further ado, please help me to welcome Mrs. Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. Avery. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to take a moment and think about all the distractions in your life. Daily, you are surrounded by a flurry of sights, sounds, information, and entertainment, all of which are fighting for your attention.
You know, it was not so long ago that people could sit down, have a conversation, play a game of chess, read a book, or just enjoy a beautiful day. Yet, in our current culture, it's not uncommon for us to check our email, text on our cell phones, read a paper, and watch TV all at the same time. Has this what our lives have become? An endless barrage of media that keeps stealing our attention? Did you know that children today are 10 times more likely to be diagnosed with ADD than they were at the beginning of the millennium? It truly is a startling fact. I, for one, don't think that it has to be this way. It's simply a matter of intentionally taking time away from those distractions. In fact, just the other night, my whole family set aside all those things that steal away our attention and had a wonderful evening playing board games and just talking with one another. Aww. I know, it felt so good. And the best part is that it wasn't that hard. But it does require effort. It is an effort that needs to happen if we are ever going to, again, be able to keep our attention to where it should be. In fact, the reason that I was invited to share with you, your group today, is because the one person most hurt by our attention-seeking world is God. With the many distractions that we have in our life, the one thing we often overlook is taking time in prayer and in the Word. But like I said, all it takes is just that little bit of effort to block out those awful diversions and make time for Jesus. I just want to thank you all for your undivided attention, and may God bless each and every one of you.
Well, thank you again, Mrs. Jackson. That was an inspiring speech. Guys, I believe that there are some cookies and coffee in the kitchen if you'll just follow me.